Today, let's learn together about the scope of cargo insurance coverage, risks and losses, as well as international cargo transportation insurance. Depending on the mode of transportation, it can be categorized into marine cargo insurance, land cargo insurance, air cargo insurance, and parcel cargo insurance. Due to its dominant position in international trade, we will primarily focus on marine cargo insurance. Firstly, let us learn about the risks involved in marine cargo insurance, which can be categorized into two aspects. The first category of risks is maritime risks. It is also known as marine perils, which refer to incidents that occur during the voyage of ships or transportation of goods by sea. These risks include natural calamities and fortuitous accidents. The specific details are as follows. The second category encompasses risks related to extraneous factors, which include risks that are caused by external influences beyond maritime risks. These extraneous risks must be unforeseen, difficult to predict in advance, and not inevitable. They can be further divided into general extraneous risks and specific extraneous risks. Specifically, as follows. Next, let's learn about the losses covered in marine cargo insurance. Category 1. Total loss. Total loss can be further divided into actual total loss and constructive total loss. Actual total loss refers to the complete loss or total deterioration of the cargo, rendering it useless and without any value, making it impossible to return to the insured. Constructive total loss refers to a situation where, after an accident, it is deemed that actual total loss is inevitable, or, in order to prevent actual total loss, the expenses incurred for remedying, sorting, and restoring the cargo to its original condition, along with the cost of continuing the transportation of the cargo to its destination, exceeding the insurance value. In the event of a constructive total loss, the insured must issue a notice of abandonment, transferring ownership of the cargo to the insurer, who will then compensate for the total loss. Category 2. Partial loss. Partial loss includes general average and particular average. General average refers to the situations where the ship carrying the cargo encounters disasters or accidents during the voyage, posing a threat to the common safety of the ship and the cargo. In order to alleviate this threat, maintain the safety of the ship and the cargo, or enable the completion of the voyage, the ship owner consciously and reasonably takes certain special sacrifices or incurs additional expenses. The conditions necessary for the establishment of general average are as follows. Particular average refers to the partial loss borne solely by the party suffering the damage, excluding general average. It specifically refers to the partial loss of the ship or cargo that is directly caused by risks covered within the insurance scope or solely carried by the party who incurred the damage. The main differences between particular average and general average are as follows. Next, we move on to in-class practice. Please take a look at this case. The question is, what type of loss does the loss of this batch of fabric belong to? The loss of this batch of fabric should be classified as a presumed total loss. When a loss occurs, if the expenses incurred to recover the loss exceed the total loss, the insured can request the insurance company to compensate them the total loss. Finally, let's learn about the expenses included in insurance clauses. What are the categories of expenses in marine cargo insurance? Sue and labor expenses. Sue and labor expenses refer to the costs incurred by the insured or their representatives in taking measures to prevent further loss when the insured goods encounter accidents covered within the insurance scope. Salvage charge. Salvage charge referred to the costs paid by the insurer and third parties other than the insured when taking salvage measures for the damaged goods covered within the insurance scope in the event of accidents. The main differences between sue and labor expenses and salvage charge are as follows. Let's review. According to the insurance clauses of China People's Insurance Company, the risks in marine cargo insurance include maritime risks and extraneous risks. Maritime risks include natural calamities and fortuitous accidents. Extraneous risks include general extraneous risks and special extraneous risks. The covered losses in marine cargo insurance include total losses and partial losses. Total losses include actual total losses and constructed total losses. Partial losses include particular average and general average. In marine cargo insurance, the covered expenses include sue and labor expenses and salvage expenses. Now, let's move on to the practical part of the class. Please take a look at this case study. This is an allocated loss derived from the liability division of China People's Insurance Company. You can study and refer to it. Next is the after-class exercises. Please analyze it on your own. Feel free to leave a message for discussion after class. Thank you for your attention.